Hi, I'm Sarah, and you are watching SJO Creative. I have another channel called Can Sarah DIY It with lots of fun furniture refurbishments and little DIY craft projects. But this channel is dedicated to my new shop that I'm opening. It is a yarn shop for knitting, crocheting, spinning, the works, and it's very exciting. And this happens to be my first vlog of many. I got my first shipment of yarn. That's exciting. And I picked out the wall color and I have done a bunch of other things. So that's what today's gonna be all about. I can't wait to get into it with all of you. Here we go. So far, I have received 5 boxes, and they are from Knitting Fever, KFI, as some of you might know. When you are placing yarn orders, you can do a few different things. You can pay up front, or you can get terms, which means I have a little bit of time to sell the yarn before I pay for it, which is really great. So anyone trying to open a new shop, please remember to ask for terms when you're placing an order. A lot of times companies will let you have 30, 60, 90, and 120 days to pay off what you've purchased, and it totally gives you enough time to sell stuff and then pay it back with the money you make from the yarn. There's my first little tidbit. Another thing that I noticed is that in the last 3+ years, prices have gone up. Whoa. But I did make some choices on what yarn I want to carry in my store in a few spots. And so I'm just going to walk you through what I bought. Moonshine Chunky is coming back. It was discontinued. It's coming back as Moonshine Bulky this fall. And so I placed one of the first orders for it. It is exactly the same yarn, and I love that yarn. And I can show you, I have some of it actually in my stash, not like stuff for the store, my stash, okay? Don't touch my stash. Okay, the other thing that I wanted to bring in was, oh, that's from Juniper Moon, by the way, Moonshine Chunky. And I ordered some really nice high-end yarn from them. But first, let me talk about this baby yarn that I brought in. When someone comes into your shop and they're looking for baby yarn, what they really mean is DK, which is a thickness of yarn. And it is lighter than worsted weight and heavier than fingering and sport weight. So this is a DK weight. It is called Baby Soft, and it is the natural line. It is from Lane du Nord, if I'm mispronouncing that. I apologize. I'm not French, but yeah, I got some really gorgeous colors. So I will probably like lay these out in color order and take a picture and post that here. But I mean, come on, right? And then look at this earthy, yummy. I mean, it looks great with what I'm wearing. I got the nice blue and the baby blue, and like with this not like the cutest stripe. Same for a little baby boy. Of course, it's like a nice white. A good gray, and now this gray is like a warmer gray. It's not a cool gray, and that is because of like the times that we're in right now, where cool grays are kind of going out, warm neutrals are back in, and like more earthy type of neutrals. I got some brights. I got, you know, everybody needs a little green for that mom that won't find out what the baby's gonna be, right? Let's be surprised. It's not surprising enough that a human being claws its way out of you. Let's be surprised by this gender. Okay. Rediscovered, I like this yellow. Okay. I always get a black and I always get a white and I always get a gray. And that is because, you know, neutrals are always going to be in. This is a great natural tone, and yeah, this is going to pair up with most of these colors. Like an example, it's going to look good with this pink. It's going to look good with this pink. So you've got lots of versatility. And then the last color that's in this box is like a nice cobalt navy blue. All right, let's talk about Saxony. Okay, I'm back for more vlogging. I can't do just like a whole episode in one sitting because I have too much going on in my life. But we were talking about Saxony, and I can show you all the colors that I got, and I can show you the sample that I'm working on. So first things first, This is Saxony. It is 75% cashmere.
Oh, yeah.
25% extra fine merino. It's 120 yards to a 50-gram ball. So technically you would think that's not a worsted weight yarn, but that's what they're selling it as. Well, I'm just here to tell you, I am knitting on a size 9. I'm knitting the weekender, so you knit it inside out, but basically it has like a faux seam running down the front. You knit it in the round, bottom up. I'm just gonna show you, here is the actual sweater. I'm only on my second ball of yarn, so I feel like it's going pretty well. And the yarn is scrumptious. I'm getting 4 stitches to the inch on a 9. So, and the fabric is nice. Very excited about this. It is like maybe the 3rd sample I've made for the store. The other thing I'm working on, I have a lot of whips, works in progress, right? Or UFOs, unfinished art. No, works in progress, whips, yeah. Okay, so this is called Plumpy. I'm using yarn from Allegheny, if I'm not saying that right. I'm going to link everything in my description box. And I also am going to be listing these items for sale on my website as soon as I get my website up. I'm not very tech savvy, so that's like my struggle is hard. Anyway, so I'm pretty far. I'm in the 4th section of Plumpy and use 3 colors. This is a DK weight yarn. It is, I'm just going to give you it's 100% superwash merino. It is really, really like scrumptious to work with. You're getting a lot of stitch definition. I'm just about to start the 2nd brioche section. And at first I was like, what? I haven't done brioche in years. But really the trick is that you have to think of the yarn over and that stitch right there. You see that like copper stitch and then the white yarn over? That's 1 stitch. So when you are working it, you have to think about it in those terms instead of thinking about it as a yarn over and a stitch. And once I remembered that, I was fine, because it'll say like work to 4 stitches from the marker, and you have to count the yarn over and that stitch as 1 stitch. If you're working brioche, you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't done it yet, it is not impossible. I am like easily doing it now. Like it is a breeze. So I picked 3 different colorways. They're behind me hanging here. And so these are going to be available in kits of 6 skeins, 2 of each color. And for this Plumpy yarn, I still have to reach out to the designer and purchase some of her patterns for the shop. Otherwise, I'm sure we can get it on Ravelry. Okay. That's that. Let me show you the colors of this yarn. I haven't even like opened all these bins, but I ordered it. Okay, so obviously the charcoal is what I am working with for my sample. Yum, yum, love it. And then I have, look at this beautiful blue. I'm gonna do the same thing that I did with my other yarn, where I'm going to pull 1 of each color and lay it out so you can see the different, okay, this looks like black, but it's actually a navy. So here, let me put it next to the charcoal so you can see. That's like beautiful. This isn't inexpensive yarn because it's cashmere, but it's worth it. Like I'm enjoying knitting with it so much. Okay, this is like a green, earthy green, but like, yes, for fall. I mean, I'm knitting, the way I knit is not necessarily the way other people knit. I know a lot of people do like, oh, it's warm out, I want to knit with like cotton, or I don't want to knit anything heavy. Well, I've got air conditioning. Anybody that's been to my shop before knows about it. I know it's like still spring, but in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, if I'm going to start some stuff, it's going to be for like the end of summer, beginning of fall. And, in my shop, I'm going to be, a couple seasons ahead. So that's why I'm knitting things for fall right now. This color is camel. Oh my gosh, why? I'm like, oh, okay. I kind of want to put it next to that blue, right? Okay, hold on. I literally could wear these colors every day. This is my palette that I love right now. But yeah, that's color, let me see, that's color 106. Yum. So this yarn I'm gonna have on my website just by ball. Like you can buy it by the ball. And I'm hoping to have some kits on the website as well. So something like my first sock kit. So you'll get needles, yarn, a pattern. And then if you're a member of my club, which I am starting soon, you will get free video help. So you don't have to come to the shop. You don't have to be in Chicago. You can get help from me via video, and also you can ask questions and things like that in the chat of the video, or hopefully we'll have a chat for the show. Oh, here's a good one. Okay. So beautiful. All right, this is color 103. This is the charcoal that I'm knitting with. I'm just kind of comparing it. Sometimes color is hard to see. I don't really have lights on. I'm just kind of in front of my window in my family room where this is like my like space where I'm managing like all like the shop stuff. So you can see like I put all my needles out because I need to place a needle order and I needed to see like what do I still actually have in stock. I found an old box of Knitter's Pride needles from the old shop. I mean, it was a decent amount of yarn, or decent amount of needles. And so I have all of those hung up so I could see like, okay, what do I need? And I'm going to have to inventory everything. Ooh, ooh, that deep burgundy. I'm going to put it next to the charcoal again for you. Yummy. You know, the problem with opening boxes is that you want to knit with everything and you want to cast on. Like I used to say I had like cast on itis, or no, start-itis. I would always want to like start projects. Okay, so this is stunning. Just like a light tan. 3 more colors. No, 2 more colors to go. Okay, there's like an orange. And what is obsidian? Obsidian. This is called Jasper. Cutie. And then obsidian. Oh, this is like a black. No, is this the same color? Oh no, this is like a black versus the charcoal. Okay, I'm into it. I like it. I'll take a picture of all the colors together so that you can see. And so that's what's going on. Also, I picked the color for the walls in the shop, and I'm doing 2-tone. And they sent me a photo of the bottom half painted. So the top half hasn't been painted yet, but the bottom half has been painted. I'm gonna have access to the space next Monday, May 1st, is when I get to go into the space and actually start putting the shop together. So it's really, really exciting. I'm gonna be filming the whole thing and taking you all along on the journey with me. It's just gonna be, I'm like really getting pumped for it. After I saw the photo of the space being painted, then I'm like, oh, yes, yes. Okay, so other than getting the website together and building the shop, I'm doing a bunch of furniture rehabs to have furniture in the shop. And yeah, because I don't want to spend any money on fixtures. That's one thing I'm not going to spend money on. And I think like a lot of the furniture that's in the shop is going to be available for purchase. If you come in and you like my bookshelf, you may take it home with you. All right. Have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you want to see how this shop shapes up. That was a tongue twister. And you can see along the way how I put everything together, but I'm trying to get these doors open, so it's gonna be fast. We're going. All right, have a wonderful week. Happy knitting, happy crocheting, happy crafting, happy spinning, all of the above. Goodbye.